Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Little English Corner. My name is Ross, and I'm very happy that you are here with me today. If this is your first time listening, welcome. This is a simple and friendly place where you can practice English through real and useful conversations. In today's lesson, I will speak clearly and at a comfortable speed so you can follow easily and feel more confident. Today's topic is how to talk about your job. This is a very important topic in daily life because people often ask about your work when they meet you for the first time. Talking about your job helps others understand who you are and what you do every day. In this lesson, you will learn how to describe your job, talk about your daily tasks, and share your feelings about your work in simple English. Let's begin with a very common question. What do you do? This question means, what is your job? When someone asks you this question, you can answer in a simple way. For example, you can say, I am a teacher, I am a student, I am an office worker, or I work in a restaurant. If you want to give more detail, you can say, I work in an office, I work at a school, or I work in a company. Now let's talk about daily tasks. After you say your job, people may ask what you do at work. This is your daily routine. For example, you can say, I answer emails, I attend meetings, I talk to customers, or I prepare reports. These are simple and common tasks in many jobs. If you work in a restaurant, you might say, I take orders, I serve food, and I help customers. If you are a student, you can say, I attend classes, I do homework, and I study for exams. You can also talk about your working hours. This means when you start and finish work. For example, you can say, I start work at 9 in the morning and finish at 5 in the afternoon. Or you can say, I work from Monday to Friday. Some people work part-time and some people work full-time. These are useful expressions when talking about your job. Now let's talk about your workplace. You can describe where you work. For example, you can say, I work in a small office, I work in a big company, or I work from home. Working from home is very common today. Some people also say, I work in a team. This means they work with other people. If you work alone, you can say, I work independently. Another important part of talking about your job is sharing your feelings. You can talk about whether you like your job or not. For example, you can say, I like my job because it is interesting. Or you can say, I enjoy my work because I learn new things. If your job is difficult, you can say, my job is challenging. If your job is easy, you can say, my job is simple. You can also say, my job is busy, or my job is stressful. Now let's look at a simple example. Imagine someone asks you about your job. You can say, I work in an office, I answer emails and attend meetings every day. I start work at 9 and finish at 5. I like my job because it is interesting and I have friendly coworkers. This is a clear and natural answer. Sometimes people also talk about their future plans. You can say, I want to find a new job, or I want to improve my skills. If you are a student, you can say, I want to get a good job in the future. These sentences help you express your goals. Now let's imagine a real-life situation. You meet a new person at a cafe. After some small talk, they ask you, what do you do? You answer, I work in a company. Then they ask, what do you do there? You say, I work in marketing. I create content and talk to customers. Then they ask, do you like your job? You say, yes, I do. It is interesting and I learn a lot. This is a simple and natural conversation. You can also ask other people about their jobs. For example, you can ask, what do you do? Where do you work? Or what do you do every day? These questions help you continue the conversation and show interest in the other person. Talking about your job is a very useful skill because you will use it often in real life. You may use it when you meet new people, in interviews, or in professional situations. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. The key is to keep your sentences simple and clear. You don't need to use difficult words. Just focus on basic vocabulary and natural expressions. Over time, you will improve and be able to say more. Before we finish, let's review what we learned today. You learned how to answer the question, what do you do? How to describe your daily tasks. How to talk about your working hours and workplace, and how to express your feelings about your job. You also learned how to talk about your future plans. Thank you very much for listening to Little English Corner. I hope this lesson helps you feel more confident when you talk about your job in English. Remember to practice every day, even for a few minutes. If you enjoyed this lesson, please subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now, and keep practicing your English every day.